in this baritone ukulele lesson, that's right, baritone, baby, we're gonna do something super cool. Actually, two really cool things. One, slack key. Slack key, very cool. If you don't know what that is, don't worry, we're gonna go over that. Two, a Hawaiian strum pattern that I got taught by one of the best in the business, my man Jonah Davis over there in Oahu. So anyway, stick around. This is going to be a good one. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We do all kinds of ukulele tutorials, reviews right here, baritone, ukulele, guitarlele, and also turn on that bell notification. That way you stay up to date on all the lessons I post. All right, so this is a super cool lesson, 2 chords. It's gonna keep it simple, but we're gonna be in slack key tuning. I'm gonna go over that in just a second. By the way, just so you know, this is a baritone lesson. We're gonna start in traditional baritone tuning, D, G, B, and E, and then we're gonna slack it. It means we're gonna change the tuning. I'm playing this kind of lay a baritone. This one is mine, but if you want one of these, I have a few in my store, store.ukelikethepros.com. Check that out. I'll also put a link below for that. All right, let me play what we're going to start, and then we'll break it down. All right, so that right there, first of all, super cool. It's only on 2 chords, but you can take what I'm going to show you today and really apply it to any song and really get that traditional Hawaiian sound. By the way, this is not the island strum. This is not what I call the granddaddy strum. Okay, this is a real deal right here. All right, now I mentioned we're going to slack the ukulele, right? Did I say guitar, baritone, whatever? We're going to slack the baritone here. Now, what does that mean? Simply means we're going to change this traditional tuning, right? So we normally have D, G, B, and E, right? So we're going to change that, though. And actually, this one's going to be real simple. We're just going to change one string. Because when you slack a guitar or ukulele, typically what that means is you're going to put in some kind of open tuning, meaning when you strum just the open strings, it's going to give you a major chord. Right now, if we strum this chord right here, this is not a major chord, okay? This is going to be considered, like an E minor 7 chord, or it's also going to be considered a G6 chord, okay? So G6 or E minor 7. So what we want is just a major chord. So check this out. We're just going to do D, nothing changes there. G, nothing changes there. B, nothing changes there. But what we want here to slack it is we want an open G major chord, okay? And so to do that, we have to change this first string. We have to take it from its E down a whole step to D, okay? So how do we take this first string from E to D? Well, we could just hit our 4th string open, that's D, and we could and you can just match it that way. Now notice, you have now just a regular old G major chord. Now, there's another way you can do, actually there's 2 other ways. You can also go to the 2nd string, and where is the, what do we want? D, right? Where is the D note? Right here on the 3rd string, and you can actually match those pitches, or you can grab a tuner. So with a tuner, all you gotta do is take this E note and just drop it down until you get to, and by the way, that's lowering, until you get to D. All right, so now we're in slack tuning. What that means is when I hit this right there, we have a G major chord. And that's your first chord. How simple is that? G major. Then I'm going to show you one other fingering for that, but we'll do that in a little bit. All right, so just G major open. And then the next chord is just D7. And the D7 is just like your normal D7, except you're just going to lift up your 3rd finger and have that 1st string open, and you got D7. All right, so G, D7, G, D7. All right, let me show you the strum. And by the way, stick around because the backing tracks sound killer. We have a slow backing track and a fast backing track. And by the way, leave a comment below. Let me know, like, Do you like this style, the slack key, this kind of Hawaiian thing? It's kind of cool in my opinion, but let me know below. All right, so this is what we're gonna learn. All right, right there, that rhythm. So let me show it to you. We're gonna start with that G chord. You're gonna do 2 just downstrokes, 1, 2. And those are quarter notes, so not only is it 2, but it's also on beats 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Now we're gonna let that ring out over beat 3, and that would be indicated if you're looking at sheet music with a tie. That's that curved line. And then on a quick up down, which is gonna be on the E, 3E, and you're gonna do a up down on the G7. That's just the first, that's just beat 3, okay? So if I did beats 1, 2, and 3, it's 1, 2, And when I say that's beat 3, okay? So it's 1, 2, followed by a quick note. It's a quick down or up down on that. Okay, do it with me. 1, 2, then 3, and 1, 2, 3. All right, now on beat 4, we're gonna stay on the D7, and you're just gonna go 2 downstrokes, and those are gonna be 8th notes. So the whole pattern, nice and slow, is gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2. All right, so let's do that. We're gonna do it with a slow backing track. We're gonna do it 8 times. Halfway through, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna play that new fingering for the G chord. Check it out, and then I'll show it to you right after we do it with this backing track. 1, 2, 3, and... All right, so I had that backing track made just to give it that kind of cool Hawaiian slidey kind of vibe. All right, now you notice that halfway through, I played a different G chord. Instead of just playing the open G chord like this, I just took my 3rd finger and I slid it up to the 5th fret. And now it's just open, 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 5. And that's another G chord. And by doing that, I also kind of did a little slide, which matched the track a little bit. So 1, all right, right there. And then, by the way, you can end it on just your regular open G chord or this one right there. Why don't we end it right there? It kind of sounds a little bit cooler. All right, you ready? We're gonna do the same thing now. Let's do the first half of the fast backing track with this open G chord, and then the second half, the last 4, with the G chord right there. All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, and... All right, so as I mentioned, you could take now this strum pattern and apply it to any song that you want. Now this one happens to have 2 chords per measure, but even if you have to extend that rhythm out to a song that just has 1 chord per measure, you could do that as well, okay? All right, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for leaving your comment below. And again, if you're interested in one of these Guitarlele baritones, check the link below or check out store.ukelikethepros.com, not only for baritones, but all the other cool ukuleles and ukulele stuff that I have up there. All right, thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time.